taurine, niacinamide, pyridoxine. These are all words that I just said, but they're also in this can. And this one. And oh man, would you look at that. This one too. The energy drink market has been booming in the last decade, and in 2023, it was valued at $20 billion in just the US alone. In fact, if in the early 2000s, Jeff Bezos wasn't being an idiot and selling books, and instead invested into Monster Energy, then he would have actually made some real money. The energy drink market is expected to increase by 8% every year, and by 2030 be valued at $33 billion in the US and $125 billion worldwide. Now that being said, the energy drink market did not have an easy rise. There were a lot of haters along the way. From ER patients claiming that some of the ingredients damage their liver, to doctors in funny hats saying that a lot of sugar is bad for you, to even people whining that they found a harmless little rat in their factory-sealed drink. Come on, people, grow up. So what's going on here? Why are some people chugging while others are bugging out? Energy drinks. Let's talk about them. Since I'm not an expert or a botanist or whatever, I'm just some guy who has access to a tool that would have made him a king 5,000 years ago, the internet, I'm gonna be careful and use words like I assume, I infer, indubitably. Whenever I pop one of these boys open, I always like to look at the ingredients list. And I'm not gonna lie, I pee a little. And not because I have a fear of pronouncing words with more than 15 characters, but because I bought a drink that was advertised as healthy energy, and now I'm sitting there trying to figure out how big of a loan I need to take out to be able to afford the rehab facility that I will probably require after just one of these drinks. Energy drinks usually have 4 main ingredients: carbonated water, caffeine, sugar, and like 4,000 chemicals. H2CO3, aka bubbles, aka carbonated water, is for the most part safe to take by itself, and in fact can potentially have some health benefits, like helping you maintain your hourglass shape, preventing your tummy from going bloop, and keeping your body nice and moist. Ugh, that didn't sound right. Hydration. It keeps you hydrated. Caffeine, aka go-go juice, aka has a lot of scientifically proven benefits, like helping you get dialed in, putting your body in sport mode, and migraines. Never hit 'em. Caffeine is considered a conditionally healthy drug, which means as long as your body can tolerate it well, you're not taking it before bedtime, and you're not overdosing on it, then WebMD says you're good to bool out. Sugar, aka diabetes cubes. According to the US Food and Drug Administration, you shouldn't snort more than 50 grams of sugar per day. One Red Bull has about half of that, and one Rockstar has way more. Some drinks started playing on easy mode and substituted sugar with artificial sweeteners, which to this day are still considered controversial because of conflicting long-term research studies. However, they are considered safe by the US FDA, EFSA, and the WHO. But who are they to decide? Oh, come on. Then we have preservatives. I mean, you want your beverage to last a few hundred years, don't you? These are also considered safe and are used in other common foods like muffins, pickles, and salt. Finally, we have all of these, which are included just for their claimed benefits, most of which are just bullshit. Based on all the studies I found, there's no concrete evidence to suggest these additives provide any benefits. Either there's insufficient data to prove they do anything, or they're added in doses too small to do anything, or they're actual nutrients that your body needs only if you're deficient, which is really rare in developed countries. There are people who experience benefits when taking some of these supplements alone, like taurine, but these people take a controlled dose on a regular basis over a long period of time. They aren't just popping a gram whenever they get a little tired. Most of these ingredients are sprinkled in to help market the product, even though there's very limited evidence of the benefits these ingredients claim to have. Quick note, I think a lot of the stigma with energy drinks comes from their ingredients list. Regular people look at the long list of words they've never heard of and think, well, that can't be good for you. Just because you can't read some of these words doesn't mean they're bad for you, because this is not an ingredients list for an energy drink, this is the ingredients list of a strawberry. You see what I did there? I tricked you. I tricked you so good. I want to briefly talk about a few ingredients that went viral recently, both of which are in Celsius. Green tea extract, which is added in energy drinks for its caffeine content and a few other speculative benefits, but it also contains that, which can cause liver damage when taken in very large quantities. But you'd have to drink more than like 8 cups of green tea, and Celsius claims they have the same amount as just 1 cup. The other one is cyanobalamin, a form of vitamin B12 which your body breaks down into cyanide, and this dude claims it's 4 times the daily recommended dose. Then later when he was asked about it, he was like, "Take it back now, y'all," and said his claim was not accurate. He also said cyanobalamin is farmed from sewer sludge, which was also a bunch of crap. It's a poop joke? Cyanobalamin is actually produced by microbial fermentation, using the same bacteria that makes vitamin B12 in animals. If we look at the bigger picture of why you're actually drinking these things, because it's not the flavor. Red Bull tastes like a chemical bath. Rockstar has so much carbonation in it that it gives your throat a 3rd-degree burn. And I had one of these monster juice drinks at an airport once, and Jesus, it was so sweet. I felt like I needed a shot of insulin. In fact, if there are any businessmen watching, here's a free idea. Make a product that is just water and caffeine. And don't tell me it won't sell, because this shit sells. And it's just water. Add some caffeine, have Obama endorse it, and good God, you have yourself a $1 trillion product. Anyway, the real reason you inhale these energy drinks is to give yourself a nice buzz while you're mowing the lawn, or while you're flexing at the gym, or while you're saving lives on your 16-hour shift as a nurse. You really just need caffeine, not the sugars or the preservatives or any of the other crap. So why not get caffeine from a natural source, like cold brew coffee, yerba mate, or even black tea? Buy these suckers in bulk, and boom, baby, you're a healthy boy. Okay, this part might be a little controversial, but I think the worst use of energy drinks is for gaming. You should be chilling and having a good time. You shouldn't need artificial energy to do an activity that you genuinely enjoy doing. If you're getting tired, just go to bed or go hug your dad or something. G Fuel is one of those companies that heavily targets younger gamers, and kids shouldn't be drinking this stuff, okay? I'm a huge fan of PewDiePie, but this can has 300 milligrams of caffeine. No one needs that much caffeine all at once. After all that said, in moderation, energy drinks are not bad for you. And by the way, when people say energy drinks are bad for you, what ingredient are they talking about? Is it the caffeine? Well, there's caffeine in coffee and tea. Is it the sugar? Well, there's sugar in juice and Gatorade. Is it the sweeteners? Well, just buy the ones without them. Is it the preservatives? Well, there's preservatives in literally everything. Or is it one of these chemicals that helps your body function better? The actual worst ingredients in energy drinks are caffeine and sugar when taken in large quantities, but in moderation, it's totally fine. So don't feel ashamed about hitting that buzz every now and then. You know, as long as your body can tolerate all the ingredients, you don't drink more than 1 per day, and you don't drink them every day. If you drink like 1 a week, you're getting such a small hit of each ingredient that at this moment in time, most scientific evidence would suggest that it is pretty safe. Drinking more than 1 per day or on a regular basis could cause a busted heart, kidney boulders, clinical thirst, mental breakdowns, no sleep mode, and the phrase, "I can stop when I want to." Personally, I'm gonna continue sipping these juices of the gods when I really need to, mostly because I wanna get home safe instead of falling asleep on the wheel and flying off one of those unfinished bridges. And obviously land the car safely, but it would just be an inconvenience. If you like what you saw, check out my other videos. Thank you.
The rat goes like this, like this, like this. You are now a normal rat.